is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
Are you an honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale price. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
And now for the starting lineups. And we will start with South Medford High School. Starting lineup. Deacon Edgar, number 5. Number 11, Cameron Sewell. Dylan Espinoza. Number 32. They said he's 13. He's actually 14. Bodie Howe. And number 3, Jackson Whelan. Now to West Salem. .59 junior, number 1, Jackson Leach. Tommy Slack, senior, number 2. Number 4, Philip Goodrich. Number 5, Jimmy Lathan. Number 11, Connor Ortell.
I tell you this, that Jimmy Lathan is a bit of a load under the boards. He's a fierce rebounder, number 5 out there.
Jimmy Lathan, something to keep an eye on.
You'll see him, if he's not blocked out, you'll see him grabbing plenty of rebounds.
We are ready to go. We're going to have Ortell jumping up against Bodie Howe. Neither team huge. We've seen some big teams in this tournament.
Although West Salem's big guy, 6'7", is sitting on the bench. I think he's here. Yep, there he is, 6'7", so just doesn't start.
That's the nature of basketball. It's gone to a quick, fast-paced game. Not a ton of post play anymore in today's version of basketball. Some like it, some don't.
The other issue with basketball is they only allow 5 people at a time to play. You know?
That's true. Here's the tip. West Salem controls. Leach will bring the ball up. Ooh, flare screens. Fumbled. Ball's on the deck. We're going to have a jump ball. We're going to have a jump ball. This is going to go to South. Nice defensive possession to start the game for South. Bodie Howe has had a terrific tournament so far. 18 points in his first game, 26 in this last night's game against Nelson. Gave up a great shot for a good shot there. He was wide open coming off that pick. I didn't think thought he'd be that open. Here's Leach, quick drive. Number 5, Jimmy Lathan, as you were saying, he's fierce on the boards. Mops up the glass, puts it back in for 2. Whelan, deep 3, got it. Jackson Whelan caught fire in the fourth quarter against Nelson, and he's starting off hot tonight. Lathan working on the ever-scrappy Dylan Espinoza. There's a dribble drive by Ortell. Ortell kicks. Great take to the hoop, can't finish. They're going to say this ball's out to South Medford. Good defensive, another good defensive stand for South.
They're just really not allowing any penetration by West Salem, which is kind of their game more than the 3-point.
Name of the game, don't let them break the paint. Kick to Whelan. Whelan to Edgar. Edgar straight on 3. Off back iron. Rounded up by Ortel. Two really quick, crafty point guards going head-to-head. Jackson Whelan and Jackson Leach. And South forces another turnover. That's 3 straight possessions with a turnover for South.
They were talking about the first game where they had some empty possessions. Well, West Salem's had a couple now.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't even get a shot off.
A couple of unforced errors for West Salem as well. You can live with good defense. Unforced errors are tough. Jackson Whelan again. 2 for 2. He's got 6. 2 threes for the point guard. Ortel, dribble drive. Tough contest. Ortel gets it to go. Whelan drives. In a rare instance, we could say Jackson Whelan has a size advantage on someone that's guarding him. Jackson Leach going 5'9". Jackson Whelan, so it's the battle of the Jacksons, too.
Leach doesn't take much time off. Last night, I think he played every minute of the game. I don't think he was. There's Slack loses it. Oh, he got it back out to Luke.
3 on the way. Off back iron. It's going to go over the backboard, out of bounds to South. Good look at 3. He's wide open.
Leach was on the floor for every minute, I think, of last night's game, including the overtime. He doesn't sit down.
What you call a workhorse. Whelan, double high post set. Tough turnaround for Bodie Howe. That's his game. He loves those little mid-range dink and dunk jump shots. He's good at them, too. Garrett Sewell reins it in. Here comes Sal. Deep 3 from Bodie Howe. That's going to go off front iron. Dylan Espinoza tries to get that offensive rebound. Leach gathers it in. And there's Lathan. Great look. Number 3, Matthew Luke finding Lathan with the cut to the basket. There's Whelan for 3. Got it! That pin down action is working wonders for South tonight. They're getting every look they want for Whelan and Bodie Howe. Here's a kick. 3 on the way, in and out. That ball was halfway down. Bodie Howe pushing, head to Deacon Edgar. Deacon Edgar, dribble drive, tough fadeaway, got it! Beautiful shot by Deacon Edgar. Ooh, little congestion here for West Salem. Ortel. He's going to drive in the lane. He's going to try to shoot over Whelan. Not going to get it to fall. Good defense by Jackson Whelan. Whelan pushing. Dribble drive. Wide open. Howell in the corner. He's going to bury the 3. West Salem's going to take a timeout. 30-second timeout. We're going to stay with you because it's only a 30-second timeout. Terry Ross, can't start any better if you're South Medford High School.
I guess not. And I know the West Salem fans are listening, at least some of them, and don't want to be discouraging, but this really puts West Salem in a bad position. I don't know if they're a good enough shooting team to come back from what I've seen, but I tell you what, you don't count them out either. They get hot sometimes, and they just go on a roll.
Well, the simple adjustment to be made is you got to get out to the three-point line. You got to run these guys off the three-point line. That's the simple adjustment to be made. They're not playing up, and South Medford's just shooting three-pointers. So real simple, easy adjustment. Run them off the three-point line.
And maybe at the high school level, you don't expect them to just keep hitting three-pointers all night long either. So
there's a travel.
Yep.
Lost his footing. Tommy Slack. That's tough. You received that pass at a weird angle, and it lent itself to the travel. But a travel nonetheless. 16-6 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South in control. Here's Jackson Whelan. He's got 9 points. He's made 3 threes in the first period. Backdoor cut. Bodie Howe to the hoop. You got to see man and ball, Terry Ross.
Well, I mean, man, South Medford's doing whatever they want to do right now. They need to make a difference.
I'll tell you what's been most impressive about South has been their defense so far. Look at this. Great communication on the screen. Jackson Whelan picks his pocket. But great defense by Jackson Leach. He's going to say it went off Jackson Leach. Leach disagrees. He thinks it went off Whelan's leg. There might be some validity to that gripe. I've got to be honest, that's what I saw.
Well, yeah. And it was surprised the ref on the baseline didn't call it. He had probably the best view. Anyway.
Here's Howell again for 3. Howell's going to bury it. 21-6. Bodie Howell's catching fire.
Put him in double figures already.
That's Lathan.
That's Lathan.
Great little fadeaway. Stops the bleeding for West Salem.
Can't let Lathan get that close to the basket.
Here's Whelan. Whelan can't get the mid-range jumper to fall. Ortel just taken away by Deacon Edgar. Edgar fighting for it.
He just got stripped on the way up.
There's a lot of football players on this South Medford squad.
There are.
Deacon Edgar, Ty Henry, Dylan Espinoza.
They understand how to strip a ball. that you do that in football.
Yeah, they're tough and scrappy. Ortel will receive the inbounds pass. Tommy Slack. Dribble drive into the lane. Kicked to Leach. Leach can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Great job by Philip Goodridge. Here's Leach again. He's going to get this one to go. Great dribble drive. That's what you were talking about, Terry Ross, the dribble drive.
Yep.
21-10. Bodie Howe, that's deep.
You don't want to live and die by the 3, though, if you're South.
Ooh. There's a foul on Ty Henry. Jackson Leach will go to the line for 2. That's always the danger. You get hot from 3 early, there can be a tendency with young players, especially high school players, to kind of rely on that shot. But it can dry up. The well can go dry. We saw it yesterday with South. They came out of the second half. In the second half, they could not make a 3 in that third quarter. They very fortunately were able to start hitting threes about halfway through the fourth quarter. So you want to get to the hoop. There's not a ton of size on this West Salem team. Get the ball to the basket. Now, I say all that, they're probably knocked down 5 threes. That's how it goes.
Yeah. The 21-12 now, so West Salem keeping it under the double digits for the moment, but let's see what they do.
Little adjustment here, going to an extended 3-2 zone. And that's what you do.
Yep.
And the foul. So as Bodie Howe shot the shot, they're going to say Ortel got up under him and shoved. So he gets the bucket and the foul, chance for a 3-point play. Trying to push the lead back to 12, which he will do. And That's the end of the first quarter. 24-12, South Medford leads on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Welcome back to TableRockSports.net after one quarter of action here in the championship game of the Abby's Legendary Pizza Classic. South Medford up 24-12. 3-point shooting, the name of the game. West Salem going into an extended 3-2 zone, trying to throw South off. When you play these 3-2 zones, the idea offensively is to find the soft spots. Kind of the same in football with the quarterback. You find the soft spots, and any miss is a victory. That's just defense in general. West Salem starts off with good defensive possession. Really need to start off well here. Leach. Ortel. Great little move. Can't get the shot to fall. Great little behind the back, pull back jump shot. And one thing this zone has done is it's kind of stopped the movement of the offense, if you notice that. A little more stagnation.
Yeah. They're not wheeling and cutting like they were.
Here's Akpan. He's going to power up. He's not going to get it to fall. Here's Jackson Leach bringing the ball up the floor. We've seen West Salem catch fire, so got to keep up the defensive intensity if you're South Medford. Ball screen up top. Penetrates the lane. Oh, in and out. Great little floater. Couldn't get it to go. Great move by Tommy Slack.
That's just not right when that happens. You do everything right, you don't get rewarded.
That's a couple times now that West Salem's been able to get in the lane. They just have not been able to finish. And ultimately, that's the game. You got to put the ball in the basket.
But if you're South Medford, again, the danger is they're getting into the lane and they're getting shots.
Here's Howell. Falling in love with the three. Here's Jackson Leach. They got numbers. Number 22, Hudson Whipple, in off the bench. The sophomore finishes the play. Lead to 10. Swinging across, and this zone has really stifled South Medford. The fourth three of the night for Jackson Wheeland. Jackson Leach tries to respond, can't do it. Offensive rebound to Lathan. Lathan's going to power up. Are they calling this one on the ground? They're going to say it's on the ground before the shot, so the ball out of bounds under the basket. Dylan Espinosa and Cameron Sewell will enter for, looks like Tobias Akpan and Colby Schuldberg. 1-4 baseline set here. Watch this screen for Jackson Leach. Ooh. Lathan, little rip-through move to the fadeaway. Got it. West Salem's just hanging around. Cameron Sue dribble drive. He gets to the hoop, puts it in. No rotation defensively for West Salem. Leads to the easy layup for Cameron Sewell. Little floater, not going to fall. Rebound by Luke. Get the ball to number 2, Slack. Slack, another driving drive to the lane. Can't get the floater to go. Slack's had about 4 of those so far. Halfway down and out. He's frustrated.
Thing is, if you're South, though, you get worried about sooner or later he may get those things going, you know.
Slack really good at attacking the defense off of the pass while the defense is still rotating. Consequently, able to get to the rim. Here's the old Phil Jackson trick. Take a timeout right after the first free throw is shot. Looks like we're going to have a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Believe they called it 30.
Yeah, and you take the timeout right after he missed the first one. See if you can't get him to miss 2 of them in a row.
Phil Jackson, Steve Kerr. Who else? Greg Popovich, they all do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you think about the fact you missed number 1. Let's see what you do with number 2. I guess if it works only 50% of the time, you're still ahead of the game.
50% of the time, every time.
Every time. Yeah.
Oh.
Like calling a timeout these days to try and freeze the kicker, you know. Don't know that it works that well, but if it works once, I guess that's good enough.
Well, you might as well, because the game's going to be over, so you might as well use it. You know, in that situation, like, why not use it? Here's the free throw.
Yeah.
Hey.
It worked.
It worked that time.
Except that
but West Salem
gets the round and they throw it away.
Dylan Espinoza fought for that. Gets it back. Here's Whelan. Bodie Howe to the lane. Up and under. Good. That's why you don't stop running, boys and girls. Here's Lathan. Back door. You knew it was going to fall eventually. Slack getting that floater to go. Bodie Howe swings it to Whelan. Bodie Howe on the high post. Key with that zone, you don't want to hold on to that ball too long. You want that defense moving side to side. Here's Whelan. Not going to get it to fall. Espinoza rebounds it. Cardinal sin, don't bring the ball down. Gets stripped by Jackson Leach.
Luke passed up a 3.
Here's Leach, dribble drive, kicks to Slack. Slack dumps it off to Lathan. Lathan, ball was blocked. Looked like Espinoza got that. Henry to Whelan. Whelan pushing. In and out dribble. Sewell wide open, corner 3. Got it! And the foul. They're going to call a foul on Lathan under the basket. So that's what you want to do. Penetrate, kick.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's one way to get over the top of the zone.
So the basket will count, and it will be South's ball under the basket. Because while the ball was in the air, there was a foul committed underneath. They're going to say Lathan pushed Jackson Whelan over in the process of boxing out, or maybe Whelan held the box out and Whelan came over the top, or sorry, Latham came over the top. Either way, South's ball, they will not convert, and then they will commit a foul. So we got 3 team fouls on South, 2 team fouls on West Salem, 34-18 lead for South on the John L. Scott scoreboard.
Well, the scoring for South has certainly slowed down. Only got 10 in this quarter so far, and we're almost done.
Ortel, in and out. Everything's in and out. Here's Whelan. He's going to get in the high post to Howell, and that's Howell's sweet spot right there.
Yeah, that's why he's done that about 3 or 4 times already.
Leach goes in hard. Nothing going. Kick to Whelan. Whelan traveled. Drag the pivot foot. He knows it. Sometimes you get that pass, your feet aren't timed up correctly. Instead of taking that dribble, you try to sneak that one extra little step in there. Probably the good idea would have been to take that dribble, shot fake, and then Cam Sewell's wide open in the corner. Here's Ortel, guarded by Sewell. Buries it. Connor Ortel. Dribble drive, inside out basketball, thing of beauty. Sal's working it around. Kick to Sewell. Whelan's going to pull it out. He's got Deacon Edgar wide open under the basket. Throwing a lob to the 6-footer. Ooh, a little too crafty. Here's Ortel, little Euro step. He gets it to fall. Great move by Ortel. .38 seconds remaining in the first half.
South just can't put West Salem away here. And, it would be nice for them to do that before halftime, but they're not quite getting them put away. And look at how far this zone is out.
20 seconds remaining. South clearly holding for the last shot.
You usually don't see a high school team play a zone that far out, though, with 20 seconds. I mean, they usually concede.
9 seconds. Bodie Howe drives to the lane, throws it up, no good. 3 seconds. Half-court shot, or full-court shot, I should say, will not fall. And South will go into the half with a 36-23 advantage on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be back with a halftime show after a word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first-name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do, and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Hit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into Turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into Turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products at prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Hello and welcome to the Bill Glass Halftime Show presented by TableRockSports.net. You have a fun one here. West Salem hanging around, not letting South put them away. It looked like a couple times South Medford was going to run away with this one. Got up by as much as 18 points, but Slack and Ortel, shots started falling for those two, and it got them to within 13 at the half. If you're South, you want to put this team away right away because they're scrappy and pesky, and they'll fight and claw back into this game, as we saw last night with with North Medford. They make things tough in crunch time.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is that they seem to shoot better in the second half than the first one. So they've already went through their poor shooting, and they're still here with you. They have nobody in double figures. So if you want to know how they're shooting, went for them. And it's not balanced. They have Lathan with 8, and they've got Ortel with 7. But that's pretty much it. So, whereas South, Howell has 17 already. Whelan 12, and a lot of three-pointers.
Yeah, Jackson Whelan with 4 in the first half.
But they weren't falling as well in the second quarter as in the first.
Well, they were not, and that probably credit to West Salem switching up their defense, going to an extended 3-2 zone, really took the movement out of the offense for South. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second half. And one thing we've talked about, we were noticing that Slack for West Salem was getting into the lane a lot in the second quarter. It seemed like anytime he wanted to dribble drive, he was breaking the paint, getting to the bucket. His shots weren't falling. That might be a different story in the second half. That could spell maybe a turn of events in the second half. So if you are South Medford High School, you want to put this thing away immediately.
Well, and part of your strategy has to be in the locker room is how do you keep Slack from doing that? And you also have to worry about Lathan underneath. I mean, he had some shots down there that just didn't go either. And then, as I said, Ortel has a tendency to shoot better in the second half than in the first. Well, Ortel's, has 7 at the moment, you don't want that guy to catch fire either on you. So, yeah, South Medford needs to come out here and just put this away and not even let West Salem think about having a chance to win this one.
I agree on that. West Salem looked like they were rushing a lot of shots, trying to avoid shot blocks. The thing about it is South doesn't have a prominent shot blocker, so if West Salem can kind of slow down when they get in the paint, power up, power through contact, they could make this a ball game. But as it stands right now, West Salem down 13 to South Medford High School. Well, we'll be back on TableRockSports.net with the second half action of this championship game at the Abby's Legendary Classic Tournament, 32nd annual tournament. We'll be back. Best halftime show yet.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
What do you do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Hello and welcome back to TableRockSports.net. Second half action about to begin. We'll see how this one goes. South pretty well handled that first half. Now, the question is, will this pesky, scrappy, defensive-minded Titans team make a game of it? That's to be seen. Jackson Leach.
Thought that was going out of bounds.
Yeah, trying to hit slack on the back cut. Leach to Lathan. The floor is slick. You see his feet just slipping like crazy. And that's the way you want to start the half if you are West Salem. Cut it to 11. They're going to stay in that extended 3-2 zone. Rotation.
But again, South is way out beyond the three-point line. Keep him out there, you got a good chance of them not getting a good shot.
And they throw the ball away.
Yeah.
Dylan Espinoza thought Cameron Sewell was cutting to the wing. Throws it out of bounds. The fabled empty possession. Here's Ortel. Dribble drive. Tough contested shot. Goodrich skies for the rebound. He's going to get the offensive rebound and draw the foul. West Salem already coming out with a lot of energy to start this third quarter. Goodridge, first free throw. They go off back iron.
I was going to say, is something that I've seen West Salem play. They don't do well. Not a good foul shooting team.
He'll get the second to go. Lead is now 10. This zone offense has been the difference in the game. Zone defense, I should say. West Salem extending it way out.
And they're playing way out. Close guard. I mean, they're not standing back a couple of feet and letting South.
Bodie Howell, great move. He's going to get fouled and go to the line.
Lathan.
Probably a good foul. He had a clear path after he stepped through the lane there, broke the paint. Howell's second trip to the line tonight. Misses the first. Based on what we saw last night from West Salem, I would expect quite a few foul shots in this second half. A lot of trips to the free throw line. They're probably going to try to muck this game up a little bit. Ortel, deep three, got it. Don't look now, the lead is down to 7. Excuse me, 8. 37-29. Deacon Edgar off back iron. That's the one problem with the zone. A lot of offensive rebounds are given up in zone offenses. Here's Cameron Sewell, deep three. Slack, can't hang on. Sewell driving the lane. He's going to throw that one up. No foul called.
He's looking for an explanation. It comes down to court.
No foul there either. Here's Whelan. Breakaway to the basket.
Oh.
No foul there either.
I think that one just slipped out of his hand.
That's what it looked like to me. Here's Lathan. Lead is 6. Timeout, South Medford High School.
.30 going up.
30-second timeout, just trying to gather the troops. This is exactly what we feared. Exactly what we feared in the first half action. I'm going to take the time here to read from our playmedford.com, our Medford Parks and Recreation friends. The Medford Parks and Recreation Department invites you to discover all the great classes, field trips, activities, and sports leagues coming up. Visit playmedford.com to find something for everyone in the family. I'd like to say I have visited playmedford.com many a time to join my old man City League teams for basketball. It's been said I have a wicked hook shot. These kids don't even know what I'm talking about. South looking to get something going here. Kevin Sewell going to dribble drive. Tough in the lane. Scramble. Mad dash. Deacon Edgar. Scrappy.
South took a timeout.
South takes a timeout.
They're going to take a full timeout.
Full. So 37-31. It'll be South's ball under the basket when we return. Don't go anywhere.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya! Welcome back to TableRockSports.net.
Timeout by South Medford. It'll be their ball under the basket. Interesting timeout. There was a dive, a pile on the floor, but apparently Jackson Whelan gathered and secured the ball before any West Salem defenders could tie him up. So South will have an inbounds play. Looks like they're going to the stack. Maybe not.
Not too much.
A 1-4 baseline set. Whelan's going to.
They tried to get it right back to Whelan, but it didn't work.
Whelan's going to pull it out. Mid-range, Jackson Whelan knocks it down. South needed that. 39-31, Panthers. Turnover. Goodrich had it stolen away. One thing I've noticed about South in this zone is taking away their aggressive offensive play.
A lot of that has to be due to West Salem. Like I say, they're out there playing defense way out. Most of the time you see them conceding clear down at the three-point line, but they're beyond the three-point line playing defense.
Tough fadeaway, Bodie Howell. It's not going to fall. West Salem. Jackson Leach gathers, and then who else? Dylan Espinoza on the foul. Dylan Espinoza, he's as tough as they come. He'll make you earn it.
They'll take him out. He's got 3 on 3 fouls.
3 fouls for Dylan Espinoza. He gets his money worth on those fouls, too. Jackson Leach bringing the ball up. Screen by Goodrich. Lathan battling Tobias Akpan down low. Lathan cuts, little floater, got it. Great cut by Lathan into the open space for a nice little 10-foot. He has the touch. Gets it to go. South just content to pass it around the top. Deacon Edgar and pull the 3. Tobias Akpan flies in for the offensive rebound. Stripped by Ortel. Leach pushes. Ortel drives. Kicks it back to Leach. Corner 3. In! South says it hit the partition.
I don't think so. I think it went straight up and just caught the back of the rim, but it didn't go over.
Terry Ross, it's a 3-point game.
It is. We told you this would happen.
3 for Whelan. Won't fall. Akpan battling. He tips it in. Tobias Akpan. Skies for the tip in. Leach for 3. He answers. 41-39, West Salem on the move.
That three-point shot for South is not falling all of a sudden. We talked about that. That better not be living and dying by that thing.
Now they're second guessing. You can tell there's a little hesitancy to all of their movements. Akpan, layup, got it.
That was good.
Tobias Akpan. He was huge last night in the game against Nelson with his rebounding, particularly offensive rebounding. He's coming up big here. The sophomore. Proving his worth. Goodrich, skies, gets the follow. Minute 15 remains in the third quarter. Bodie Howe kicks it to Sewell. Whelan to Howe. If you notice, they're double teaming Howe every time he touches. Whelan. Akpan. The shot was deflected. Akpan flies in there to put it back up and in. Goodrich got it. Goodrich has been a monster. 6'3", he's playing like he's 6'9". Howell to Akpan again. Ball is blocked. Lathan got in there. 19 seconds. West Salem looks to hold for one. They could tie or take the lead with a made basket. Leach kills his dribble. 5 seconds. Lathan step through. Got it! They tie it up at the buzzer. 45-45 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Hit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add crunch to your lunch as you head into turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
Welcome back to TableRockSports.net. 45 all on the John L. Scott scoreboard. South Medford will inbound to start the fourth. This has been a terrific game. South led by 13 at the end of the half, but West Salem scratching and clawing all the way back in to tie it. Howell can't get it to go. Jackson Leach commanding the troops. Double screen up top. Back to Matthew Luke. Wide open three. In and out. Howell's going to push. If you're South, I think that's what you look to do. No foul called there. West Salem looking for an offensive. Not going to get it. Screen up top. Leach dribbles it off his foot. There's Lathan diving on the ground, getting the loose ball. Slack lays it in. West Salem takes the lead. Their first lead since 2-0 in the first quarter. Jackson Whelan, great move, gets it to go. Tied again. That's what you got to do if you're South. Two things. Push the ball. Don't let West Salem get set up in their 3-2. And get the ball to the basket. You've got great finishers in Howell and Whelan. Get the ball to the hoop. That's my 2 cents.
We'll take it for whatever it's worth.
Starting to sound like my father. I remember him yelling at me when I was in high school and college. Get the ball to the basket. Quit shooting jumpers.
All right, Dad.
Pops,
right.
if you're watching, love you.
Ow.
There's Lathan. Ooh, he traveled. Definite travel there. He knows it. He was excited. That was the best look he's got at the basket all night. There's nobody in front of me. 47 all. Whelan, three. Oh! Halfway down. They're going to say Cameron Sewell fouled Lathan on the rebound. It's a tough foul call. They're both going for it. So that's 4 fouls on South Medford now. 1 foul on West Salem. Here's Leach. Ball's deflected. Luke's going to take it off. Ooh, Deacon Edgar dives on the floor. Ball will remain. Get back to Leach. Remains in West Salem possession. High pick and roll. Leach to the hoop. Floater. Not going to fall. He's looking for a foul call. No foul called. Whelan pushing. Kicks. Ty Henry wide open in the corner. Gets it to go. Inside out. Whelan to Henry. Here's Slack. He's looking to get to the paint. That's his specialty. Breaking the paint. Hitting those floaters. Here's Leach. West Salem wants a foul call. They feel like Leach is getting whacked every time he goes down the lane. Leach wide open 3. Got it to go. We are tied again. What a game, Terry Ross. What a game. Timeout South.
Well, West Salem.
Or this is going to be a timeout for West Salem.
Yeah, it's only a 30. And West Salem is doing exactly what they have to do, and it's what we told you they were going to do too. You know, we told you they're going to don't count them out at halftime. They'll heat up in the second half, and here they come at you.
They are too scrappy, too mentally tough to just go away with a measly 13-point lead.
Yeah, they really are.
Credit the coach. He recognized, hey, we can't match up with them one-on-one. We're going to go to a 3-2 zone. We're going to let our scrappiness kind of dictate the play.
And indeed they have. And it's worked. They play that zone, but I keep saying, they play that zone way out past the three-point line. They don't wait and drop back. Not that kind of a drop back zone that you see a lot of high schools play.
No,
kind of packing the paint.
This zone is geared to take away the three-point shot, and it's done a pretty good job of doing so, with the exception of that last dribble drive. And that's how you break it down. You get into the paint, get the defense shifting, kick it out to your open three-point shooters. That's how you get it going. Here's Edgar, mid-range jumper, too long. They're going to call a foul on Ty Henry. They're going to say he pushed Matthew Luke. That's the 5th team foul on South Medford. Four minutes, 18 seconds remaining in this championship game of the 32nd annual Abby's Classic Holiday Tournament. West Salem will pick and roll action with Goodrich. Kicks to Matthew Luke. Nothing going there. Luke dribble drive on Howe. Tough turnaround jumper, gets it to go. Matthew Luke. Tough shot over Bodie Howe. Jackson Whelan 3. Not going. Whelan. Swings to Whelan. To Howe. Howe working on Luke. Luke, great job defensively on Bodie Howe. Bodie Howe's going to shoot this off back iron. It's going to go out of bounds to West Salem. Credit Matthew Luke, not giving up an inch.
And every time that's right now, every time the South begins to dribble, they just double team the dribbler. They're not, West Salem doing a good job just switching all the time.
Leach in the lane. Goodrich again. Goodrich, the rebound and the finish. I'll tell you what, Goodrich has been the X factor for West Salem. That's his 4th offensive rebound this half, 3 of which he scored on. Here's a steal by Leach. The officials are going to say they don't know who it went out on.
They don't know. Alternating possession is West Salem.
They're going to call jump ball.
Jump ball, and that'll go to West Salem.
So it'll be West Salem ball underneath. Tell you what, that was a great play by Jackson Whelan to run down Leach and knock that ball out. There was no official back on the play, so they could not see it. Now, one thing I will refuse to do is harp on officials. There's a massive shortage.
Yeah.
There's a massive shortage. I don't think people understand how critical it's going to be here in the next year or so. Jump ball. This one's going to go to South Medford High School.
Yeah. Well, and everybody listening will note that you and I aren't out there officiating, so.
I did it for a little bit. And tell you what, I don't want to do it anymore. There's Whelan, 3 from the corner, off front iron. Leach has it. Leach pushing ahead to Ortel. Ortel kicks it back to Leach. Leach is going to pull this one out. 2 minutes remaining. West Salem up 4. Leach goes by Sewell. Slack. He's just going to pull it out.
Yeah, he had it too.
This is where, if you're a South Medford Panther fan, you're going to be happy for the shot clock next year.
Yeah.
Ortel gets it to Slack. Slack, dribble drive. He finally gets it to go. That shot has not fallen all game for Slack. And when they need it most, it goes in.
And that was almost in and out. A little reluctant.
Dylan Espinoza would probably take the foul on that. There was probably a no call there. There's Howe. He's going to get the bucket and one. What a game. 90 seconds remain. Bodie Howe's going to go to the line for a chance to make it a 3-point game. Bodie Howe, 17 points in the first half, fairly quiet here in the second, but this is a big one here. He gets it to go. So 90 seconds remain. So a full timeout coming. 56-53 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. West Salem in the lead. We'll be back.
You an honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
Welcome back to TableRockSports.net. Minute 29 remaining, 56-53. West Salem in the lead. It's going to be West Salem ball under the hoop. Bodie Howe just knocked down a free throw on an and one bucket to make it a 3-point ball game. South needs a defensive stop, and they need to score.
You mentioned that Howell had 17 at the half. He's got 4 here in the second half.
So 21 total for Howell. I imagine that still leads all scorers.
Well, it probably does, but, you know, they just came out and made a concerted effort to shut him down. And have done so.
Every time he dribbles, they've been doubling. Full court pressure here from South. West Salem's going to break it. Still going to trap in the corners. Got to get up. Without fouling, they're going to call a foul on Jackson Whelan. So they had one foul to give. Next foul. West Salem will be in shooting bonus free throws.
I might let them do it.
Yeah, they're not a particularly good free throw shooting team. They're going to look to burn time here. Every time Goodrich touches the ball, I would say foul Goodrich.
Yeah. Yep. Stop the clock, and especially since you're in a 1-and-1.
He's trying to take a foul. You got to foul him, though. Get up there and foul him.
There you go. But that may not be the guy you want on the line.
Ortel is probably West Salem's best free throw shooter. 1-and-1. Gets interesting if he misses this. And he does. But look who it is, Mr. Goodrich. Let me tell you what, X factor of the game. Mr. What's his first name? Philip Goodrich. Reminding me of Kayvon Looney out there. Second chance points. Here he is again. Whew. He almost got another offensive rebound. But once again, poor foul shooting, all for naught. 30 seconds remain. A three-pointer will tie. Sewell to Whelan. Here's Edgar to tie. It won't go. And they're going to foul Leach.
Not a bad choice.
That was a wide open jumper. You got to take it. Deacon Edgar is a good three-point shooter. Didn't fall that time, unfortunately. 14.8 remains. Jackson Leach, 1-and-1.
And Ferguson just came into the game for South Medford, so you kind of know what the strategy is going to be next.
Absolutely. Leach makes it a two-possession game.
They could just about seal it right here.
It would be tough for sure. All the pressure on this free throw. Lots of pressure. He gets it to go. Jackson Leach makes it a 5-point game. Whelan to Howe. Whelan, he's going to pull a deep three. It's not going to make it to the hoop. This game is going to go to West Salem. Wow, what a comeback. West Salem wins the Abbeys Classic Holiday Tournament. Down 13 at half. They play a tenacious 3-2 zone defense. Stifles this South Medford three-point shooting, and they come out with the victory. 58-53 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be back with the Lithia Superstore post-game show after a word from our sponsors.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale price. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Pit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into Turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into Turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
It's the Lithia Superstore post-game show on TableRockSports.net. Terry, what a game that was. Oh, man. Back and forth at the end, but the first half was all South Medford. They went into the half leading by 13 points. West Salem had a second half for the ages, and they end up pulling out a win, 58-53 over the South Medford High School Panthers. How do you think they got that done?
They got that done through defense. They threw that zone at South Medford, and there was no answer. Again, what we said is, if you're going to, at the high school level anyway, if you're going to live and die by the three, unless you have Steph Curry on your team, you may end up dying at some point in the game. I mean, that's just the way it seems to work. But they just, give West Salem credit. They came out and they played the kind of defense they needed to play and absolutely stifled South Medford. They scored 9 points in the third quarter, did the Panthers, and they scored 8 in the fourth. That probably won't win you too many ball games.
I don't think so. And credit Coach Travis Myers of West Salem, because they came out in a pressure man defense, and Coach Myers just was like, man, we can't guard these guys one-on-one. And their offense, South Medford's man-to-man offense was clicking. They were doing hammer action, a lot of pin-down screens, and they were getting any look they wanted. About minute into the second quarter, he switched up to this extended 3-2 zone, and it totally threw South Medford off their game. The movement in their offense went away. They weren't cutting. They weren't trying to dribble drive. It totally messed up the swag of South Medford, and they couldn't recover. They couldn't figure it out at any point in the game. Your hope as a coach on the offensive side is your South Medford is, hey, we can figure out this offense. We can figure out how to break down the defense, figure out how to get into space, how to get to the rim. And South Medford just could not do that. And like you said, they seemed just content to live and die by the three, and the threes weren't falling in the second half, and that's the difference in the game.
Well, let's consider this, Isaac. South Medford scored 24 points in the first quarter. Then they went to the zone, and after that, in the last three quarters, South Medford scored 29.
That zone was the difference in the game. So all tournament selections for both squads. Of course, for South Medford, Bodie Howell, Jackson Whelan, both getting all tournament nods. Jackson Whelan finished with how many points in this one?
16.
16. He hit 4 threes in the first half, but then he was pretty well handled in the second half. Mm-hmm. And Bodie Howell had 21.
But 17 of those in the first half.
17 of those, so that just speaks to the power of that West Salem zone. And then all tournament selections on West Salem, tournament MVP Jackson Leach, and then Mr. Latham, number 5.
Yeah,
Jimmy Latham. He was fantastic with his energy all game long. He really kind of spearheaded their comeback in the second half with his energy. And then I got to throw a shout out. Philip Goodrich.
Yeah.
He was the X factor in the second half of this game. He had key offensive rebounds and offensive putbacks off of those rebounds that helped West Salem win this game.
Goodrich only had 7 points, all of them in the second half. But you're right. Every time it seemed like that there was a missed shot and South Medford was going to have a chance to do something, there he was grabbing the ball and putting it back, and not so much.
Beautiful. Well, that's going to do it for us here. We'd like to thank you for watching this presentation of TableRockSports.net. I'm Isaac McQueen with my partner Terry Ross. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. We'll see you next time on TableRockSports.net.